Hey there! Uh, I already made a community post about this, but basically, let me just actually get in the... First off, this is basically about Hatsukoi, and I made a community post about it, but I'm gonna talk about this here, while I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I finished the game completely, so last night, after finishing it, I decided, fuck it, let's just cheat ourselves to the maximum power possible. And that's what I've done. This is the result you see right here. So, yeah, that's nice. Anyways, and like that, I'm gonna do the boss rush, because why not? While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna be talking about, why there's not yet a video. Once. Basically, the problem is that, the way the download works. I basically have to download it via Edoga Download, which, you know, is the underlying problem. Edoga Download asks you to download it using a bunch of separate links if you want to download it for free. And basically, because the download is restricted to 200 megabytes, so I have to download the game and in increments of 200 megabytes. I'm just not paying attention at all, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, basically I have to download it in increments of 200 megabytes. Here's the thing. Hatsukoi is a big game. So I have to download it in 32 increments. Which is a problem if you haven't gathered. And here's the thing, the most annoying part is the fact that I have to wait, consistently, I have to consistently wait 3 minutes before I can actually do the download, and after that, I have to wait 6 or 5 or 6 minutes until I can do the next download, which then again I will have to wait 3 more minutes in order to do the next one. In order to do that download. Which... it just ramps up really quickly, logically. So that's a big problem. Oh, that's the final boss. But yeah, that's the big problem, basically. And yeah. I'm starting to get a little more focused here, since these bosses aren't exactly easy anymore. But yeah, basically, that's the problem. I have no other way of downloading it. And something else I wanted to talk about is what I talked about with the routes, about how I won't be doing the NTR route. I've talked to some people about the routes after I was done. And I've discovered that, after looking at the descriptions of the routes, that I don't want anything to do with a lot of them. After reading through the descriptions, I can only really say that I have any kind of interest in doing 2 of the routes, which is not that good, you know. I personally don't like just skipping routes left and right, but... even people on Discord have told me, just don't go for Hatsukoi. It's their first game where they were still trying to figure shit out, so it's really bad. And I'm starting to realize why they said that. So yeah, basically it feels as if every character has clinical depression. Because I looked through all the characters in Visual Novel Database just to make sure. But yeah, looked through all the characters in Visual Novel Database and consulted some people about the routes, which led me to believe that I just... all I really want to do is and the thing, almost all the characters look like characters from Hoshiori Mirai. Except for one singular character. So I'm just gonna say this: the only characters whose route I find honestly, there's only really one character, but the only other character I want to go for because of something else. The one character that I'm actually interested in is the character who looks like Natsuki. That's the only one I really actually want to go for, but I also want to go for the brown-haired one. That because she's actually referenced in Hoshiyori Mimira since apparently she's Pizza Girl. So that's like the only two routes I really want to go for in the end. After all, which like makes it look very bad. So yeah, also like it really is just fucking like almost every route has like I've literally just turned on all the spoiler, both spoil me and sexual traits on VN database, and by fucking god, like almost all of them have clinical depression. It seems like the three I'm not going for have breakup as a thing, and a lot of them also have a blackmail? Like, subjected to blackmail? Which isn't really that good, you know? Okay. It just feels like they decided, yes, we need to make this deep, but instead of deep, they just made it overly edgy. Which is weird. I was gonna do... Should I go do it again? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it one more time, but I'm just gonna chuck a bunch of these knives. That perhaps wasn't the best idea. Nice. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna focus on this now. The down knives are surprisingly good, actually. Just, you know, not good if I chuck in that way. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna completely be focused on the game now. Since everything I wanted to talk about has been talked about. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about, so I'm just gonna sit here, just silently play this. One of them is in the ground. I don't think that was supposed to be a thing. There you go. But yeah, I just don't know what to talk about anymore right now, because everything I've wanted to talk about has been talked about. It's still not the best time. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Sorry about this. I don't know if I'll be able to finish downloading it by tomorrow either. I'm very sorry. This is on me. Like, I've just been very stressed and busy this past week. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that I have some kind of, like, weird anxiety, because every time I would, like, set out to write an application for some kind of apprenticeship, I just feel immense panic, my chest starts hurting, and I have trouble breathing. So I think there's something wrong with me, mentally at least. Because I don't think that's normal. I'm quite honest with you. That don't sound normal. That don't sound normal at all. So, that's all I want to say. See ya!